Hello everyone, Pallytime here, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. It's been a week since our last episode. I took some time off after the charity stream. By the way, we raised donations are still trickling in, almost $40,000 to help sick kids. Thank you guys so much for supporting the cause. All I did was sit in a chair for 24 hours. You guys are really making the life-saving changes. I kind of lost my voice after that stream. I felt like butt all week. I kind of got sick, so I took it easy. Still streamed, but did not have Ketheric energy. That is for sure. We find our party just outside of Moonrise Towers. Astarion is currently distracting a few of the guards out front, and we're going to run inside on Lae'zel. Thank you guys so much for the tip. I was confused why I could not wear heavy armor on Lae'zel, even though I had paladin levels. It's because I did not take paladin first at level 1. I took warlock first instead. So I respect our stats are exactly the same, except we started out with that level 1 in warlock. So we could use that adamantine armor that we crafted from the other area. Funny enough, because Astarion took that 1 level dip in cleric, he can also wear heavy armor. I didn't have any more, so I gave him Lae'zel's old armor, and our little bard is up to 20 AC now. That is pretty spectacular. The reason I'm coming inside first is because we've spoken to this Bloodmancer character before, but I did not buy something very important from her inventory. Pleasure to meet you too. You're not sucking my blood. Or whatever it is you're trying to do. We are specifically looking for the risky ring here. You gain advantage on attack rolls and receive disadvantage on saving throws. What does this mean? Your attacks are more likely to hit, but enemy spells that could potentially crowd control you are also more likely to hit. One of the problems of Great Weapon Master is that it does lower your chance to hit a bit in return for some increased damage. Giving ourselves advantage will make us much more likely to hit our target, so that disadvantage from Great Weapon Master may not even need to be toggled off. This is only one piece of the puzzle. I told you this was the Enlightened run, and what I'm excited about is I'm still learning combos. So we have a staff on Astarion, right? This staff, let me go ahead and swap over to him. Improves the attack rating of Blessing. It doubles it. It's a 2d4 instead of a 1d4. So that means we are even more likely to hit when we have something like Bless in play as well. Gale is going to close the front door of this lovely establishment so no one inside can see what's about to happen. And we are also going to enter turn-based mode. Astarion's done playing his song, but before his spectators leave, we are going to bless our party. Now, who should take who? Ketheric is going to go left and do a flurry of blows toppling attack on the Adept Merim.
You were witnessed assaulting someone.
You don't say.
Cells.
You don't say. No, I think I'm gonna attack again. These guys would be involved in a fight later on, at least I'm pretty sure. So by removing them right now, we're simply making a much more important fight later in the game, much more likely to go our way. This is our enlightened plan. We have a Constitution Hex on the right, 58% chance to hit. Was that 70 health? That wasn't even a smite. That was just a normal fucking swing. Guys, I know this series is long going. I know we've been doing this a while now, but if you could please hit that thumbs up button, it helps us out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. I would love to bring new viewers along for the ride with Ketheric, and you guys liking, commenting, and sharing these videos is one of the best ways of doing that. Well, off to a strong start. I think we'll just end our turn here and see what these ghouls do. Dashing towards us, we're going to hold our position here for now. We are going to see Astarion. He has a staff now, so that's not the most compelling thing to attack with. We could just do a Vicious Mockery on the first ghoul. They don't have much health. I don't imagine they're going to do too much. We're also going to save a spell slot on Gale and just fire off a Firebolt. 85% chance to hit, but it does not. Well, I'm going to recast Hex then. We're going to recast Hex on the ghoul in front. 18 health. Yeah, we did that. I could technically... No, I guess I can't because it's bonus action. I was going to say I could recast again to get some more damage, but I don't think that's necessary at all. Yes, we did rescue people from jail in the last episode. No, we have not talked to them yet. I have not forgotten. We will do that before we leave the act because they have a story I have not seen just yet. But I do think it's pretty important that we meet the big bad evil guy. So, without any further ado, let's go meet him.
I did as I was told! Followed every order I was given!
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Take it up with Minthara! She's the one who...
Can't take it up with her.
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
I'm gonna stay silent. It feels like I'm walking in on something. Well, at the same time, you know, as a Githyanki, we saw how brutal our training grounds were. Maybe they do deserve to be punished. Maybe Clark would speak up. For now, I'm going to be quiet, though. I think we're going to be pulled into this one way or another.
You ain't serious. You can't be.
General Thorm?
Let our newest arrival speak.
Just kidding,
What these
Simmons!
creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies. Isn't that so? What is your judgment?
Well, thank you for asking me.
Did as we were told. We're loyal to the Absolute. Tell him!
They're weak.
True soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
Just kill them. They're worthless. Why are you wasting your time with these beasts?
It ain't true! We're good as anyone! Just give us a chance.
And there you have it.
They seem happy with my choice.
And the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer.
Exactly! He'd
Kill
be a
them.
good Githyanki. Oh, yes. That girl there's already green. Well on her way.
Freaking old bag of shit!
Oh!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
That is so badass. And she really does give it her all, too. Look at that. You almost got the whole head off. You were so close.
No! No!
That was a pretty good hit. You a monk, bro? You a monk? You got some monk levels in there?
Rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you.
You're gonna make me waste my time on goblins?
You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish.
Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna nod. All right.
Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do anything drastic, are ya? We've been nothing but loyal.
They're really trying to make me feel bad. I'll give you a fair chance. It's the Githyanki way. Fight me, you'll either die or kill me. And if you do, you're free to go, little ones.
You serious? I don't stand a chance.
I like how Astarion is the one who didn't approve of that. Excuse me, I'll be done in a moment. We'll just break this skull, and then we'll break this one. It's beneath me, really. Ketheric doesn't know my true potential, but maybe that's for the best. Maybe he shouldn't know. Let's be honest. We are here to be undercover and try to gain an advantage on him. Note to self. You've got this, Wretcher. You're gonna be the bestest true soul there ever was. All you've got to do is trust Minthara, who's now dead. Listen to the Absolute, who just abandoned you, and do as she says. Then you get your audience, and you'll get a proper reward. Don't go listen to them fakers like Dren. Dren does not hear shit. Well, it's good to have a plan. Sometimes your plans need to pivot a little bit, though. We're gonna head upstairs next.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciples Realm?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul.
Yes, I always arrive exactly when I intend
Tell me
to.
how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
I literally broke their
Her mind
skulls.
enters yours abruptly, flickering
she's just
across
diving in there.
memories in a blaze of excitement. Tongues of psychic flame lap at the memory of the goblins dying by your hand.
I see you like to handle underlings physically. So do I.
Great. Don't know how that makes me feel. You know, honestly, it's a waste of Kalark's time. I didn't come here to clean up your mistakes.
Your confidence is delicious. I can see why the Absolute might be hungry to dig deeper into that mind of yours. I certainly am.
You stay out of my enlightened brain.
She parts the
Oh, God.
folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palate. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
That's not good. That is not good. That's not good. We could try the monk. Empty your mind. Show her a perfect, harmonious soul. Of course, that's what Kalark's soul would look
You
like.
feel her grasp within your thoughts for familiar roiling zealotry. It finds no purchase.
Simply void. But why? Why would you not embrace her, worship her?
She was looking for my faith and I showed her nothing.
To stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted.
And what is it that she gave you?
Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
Now remember, we're trying to blend in.
Play along.
Yep.
The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
I live to serve. What can Kalark do for you?
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home.
What if Balthazar is dead? I knew a certain true soul that was looking for him.
Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters.
Sorry, could you be a little more specific? What exactly is this relic that you're sending me to retrieve?
It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
Persuasion. Talking about the relic makes you anxious. Why is that? We don't have good persuasion, but what we do have is a 1d8 bonus added in. Am I able to get guidance on a paladin? I guess I've already picked my cantrips. Kind of sucks that I have guidance and my bardic inspiration on the same character. I can't utilize them both. I should focus my enlightened mind prowess on fixing that sometime soon. We need an 18. We're gonna roll probably not an 18. Oh, always trust in the heart of the die. Always trust. All right. Why are you so jumpy?
I am in awe of the power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it.
Oh, well, that sounds good. Thank you.
The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
That's pretty gross. Now, you do have to be very careful where you walk in here because you're only allowed in certain rooms. The first one we're going to be entering is Balthazar's main research area. He's a necromancer. What do you think it looks like? Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. That is pretty disgusting. If we go ahead and take a look around, we see Ketheric perceives a bunch of protruding books on the bookshelf. Do we perceive anything else further into the room? Interesting. I'll click one and see what happens. Well, the room's filling with gas. We should probably get out. I gotta admit, not the most inviting lab I've ever seen. I will try to hit some more of those protruding books. Once this clears out, though. Hey, can we open a window, maybe? We're gonna try the top one now. Truthfully, I don't really even know how I can open that. Okay, this is what I needed to do. Holly showed me how to solve this. We saw this ancient altar in the Zen run, and I didn't know what to make of it. In this room, there are bodies that oddly have a heart inside of them. If you place that heart inside of the ancient altar, if my windows don't overlap, we find his secret room, which is somehow even less inviting than before. A bunch of dead pixies. We already have protection from the darkness, so I don't think that's too much of a big deal.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles.
A goblet
but
with dead tadpoles.
But they were already imbued with Nethery's magic. So where did that magic come from?
That is a great question. This opulent chest is locked. I wonder if I can get it open. We need a 14. Perfect. That advantage from our chest piece really does come in handy, even though I'm not really made for this. Inside of this chest, we find the Cold Brim Hat. Once per turn, any conditions inflicted on a target also applies 2 turns of Encrusted with Frost. That is a super cool effect that I hope to show off in another one of our guide videos on the channel soon. Although it doesn't fit the image that I had for my Gale, it can be a supremely strong item irregardless. Now, I did also learn about another new thing recently. Although, you know, sneaking around here might be a little difficult. I'll just go ahead and sneak. I'll punch this door off. There is someone walking by and a scrying guy right there. So let's wait until they can't see. And then I'm just going to try to do that same thing again. Don't throw the lamp, Ketheric. Don't throw the lamp. Okay, now that we're through, slow down time. The game is saving. That's not a good sign. And we're just going to sneak. We're going to go clear to the other side. And I'm gonna try to break through this relatively quickly too. I'm gonna flurry this one down. Just get it out of there, and then I'm gonna get back to my room. This is not the correct room. We might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. Let's get my turn.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
Well, you see, I belong here. I was told that I could be here by the lady in charge. I've been sent to join the patrol. That's what it was. Yep, that's a 22. That's not fair. Well,
you try your best, but your best.
How dare you? How dare you interfere with my business? You know nothing of me. Can't reach destination. Am I out of movement? That's not very enlightened. Hold on, I think we might be able to min-max this movement a little bit more. That's pretty enlightened. Watch this. Maybe. I could shadow step, but then I lose my flurry. That's why I made concern at the moment. Funny enough, we had a ring that was giving us some extra movement speed, which would have come in really handy here. I'm very upset with this pathing. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Step of the Wind Dash. That's going to use one of our key points. It's going to bring us down to 3 until we long rest. That's going to allow us to get in range of the scrying eye and at least take that down. So no reinforcements are called in. We're effectively still invisible. Now, do you believe in the luck of the die? Because if we land the stunning strike, fuck, nothing bad will happen to us. Oh God, it was a miss. Wait, he just threw me in jail? He one-shot me and threw me in jail? That motherfucker! Hold on, I'm coming back for it. Where's my stuff? Jump it down this hole.
There's a parasite in that corpse.
I don't care! I don't care that there's a parasite in every corpse!
What's inside?
An illithid oubliette. Right beneath the towers. A colony must be close. That must be where the tadpoles are coming from.
Oh yeah, this is a big reveal.
If the gods are watching.
We could have seen this when we jumped down here in the prison.
No way through from here.
I wasn't planning on coming down here.
Something's alive down here. I'm not sure I want to meet it.
Well, guess what, Clark? You're about to meet it anyway! So there's some level 4 hook horrors that live down here. Not the friendliest creatures you could ever meet. These are like underdark terrors. We're gonna open up with toppling attack. We rested, so we got a lot of our key points back. After that toppling attack, I'm just gonna punch this guy in the side, and he's gonna be taken down. I should have surprise round, although sometimes with turn-based mode, you don't get it. So good, we did get it. We're gonna do a toppling attack again to the hook horror, knocking him down and finishing him off with some quick swings. Didn't even lose health. Now from here, we're just gonna keep climbing out. I gotta get to the warden office again to find all my stuff, I think. What do you think they do when they throw me in jail and the warden's already dead? You would think that would raise some alarm bells. Evidence is upstairs, I guess? Yeah, there we go. Which one? Not that one. All right, I'll just have my entire bag jumbled now. That's fine. Really is fine. Yeah, that's totally good. It was a pain in Act 3 when I got thrown in prison one time because everything in all of my characters' inventories got added to one. Not a good experience. Okay, we're gonna drink a potion. It's like it didn't even happen. Well. Look who turned their back to Clark. Am I not in attack range, actually, if I go there? Is it just short? That's gonna be so upsetting. No, we got it. We're gonna do a topple. Try to get that guy down on the ground so he cannot call upon his holy wrath to smite me again. Good Lord. The tables have turned. All right, so why do we want to secure this hallway? Why was all of this worth it? I found out about a new item. And you can only get it...
This is a restricted area. Time to...
What? That's not a restricted area. I'm allowed in there. Uh-oh.
I think you can take me on.
Uh-oh. Okay, it seems as though I've drawn a bit more attention than I was expecting. We are going to start off with what I was hoping would be a swift kill onto the zealot. That was not the case. But Lae'zel lies in wait. She should be able to sneak up in here, get an attack of opportunity of her own, and then do some pretty easy cleanup. I'm actually going to kill the eye first. But we are drawing attention to ourselves, which could be pretty scary. Why don't I have another action? Here we go. Great weapon master swing. Okay, no more crimes, please. I'd like to show the viewers something now. Okay. I used one of my natty 20s to get the door on the west side of this area opened. Am I even able to... Okay, I can go into the room a little bit. Now, this wooden chest is not what it seems. However, if it notices that you notice it's not what it seems, that's when things get a little problematic. So it's, let's talk plainly. It's a mimic. It's going to come to life and it's going to attack us if we are not careful. However, one thing we can do is set up a bomb next to the chest. Did I say one bomb? Because I actually meant every bomb that the vendors sell in this act, plus everything I had in my inventory. That's a pretty good number of bombs right there, and I added in a caustic bulb on top of it, just for good measure. Well, after a bunch of reloads, unfortunately, I'm very disappointed to say I think this is broken in the newest patch. I've tried this in a variety of ways for like half an hour. And I guess I'm giving up. So this is a mimic in the room. If you walk up to it and attack it, or if you walk into the room, this is what happens. This is what happens. My perception has failed. I'm going to touch the chest. This is actually significantly better. Is it because I'm in stealth? No. Okay, so they have made this part better. What happened to me before is I opened this door, walked in here, and was immediately in a cutscene with a mimic. Like, I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything. I was just pulled into it. So this is what that looks like.
That thing. A monster hiding in plain sight.
So there used to be a cutscene associated with this as well. Okay, so Ketheric can easily kill this mimic. That's not the hard part. That's not what we're worried about. One quick combo and that thing goes down. If you loot its body, pay close attention to what is inside of the chest right now. And then I'm going to reload my save and show you what was supposed to work. Now that we are back, I'm just going to walk Gale into the room so he can see what's going on. I can even stand up. Now, I've tried this in a variety of ways. I tried it with just 2 explosives. I went out and got a bunch more explosives from every vendor in the act. I've cast a level 4 fireball directly on the chest, which a level 4 fireball by itself can deal enough damage to kill the chest. Each of these smoke powder bombs can do 20 damage, and there's like 8 right there. So we have more than enough damage to kill this thing, but if I do a fireball, for some reason, it doesn't die. If I do Scorching Ray, I can target the explosives just adjacent to the... Wow, level 4 Scorching Ray for this really seems like overkill. But we can target all the explosives, and then you can see the mimic dies right away. It should have died right away. Oh, it dropped the amulet on the ground, I think. Interesting. We're going to try an instinctive charm here. We'll see if it'll save us. Looks like it did not. Gale's in a bad spot now, and with no actions, he's going to end his turn, although he may die to a mimic here. He's going to shield himself for an extra barrier. Fire bolt the mimic, but at disadvantage. Hey, Kelark's going to come over and help. Kelark's going to come over and help. Don't you worry. I mean, I'm probably going to be seen as I walk in, but don't you worry. Yeah. Yeah, we were. We do luckily get to go before the Mimic, though, so we should be able to save Gale if everything works out. Okay, so maybe this was happening each time, and I was just confused, because I would then go to loot the Mimic, and look, he doesn't have a fireball scroll here. But what we were really after is this amulet. Oh, funny enough, this is everything that was in his inventory when we just killed him, aside from the amulet. We had a fireball scroll, and then he just has a bunch of extra stuff in his inventory now. So it seems like there's two different versions of the chest. One that's immediately here, and then the Mimic kind of re-heals itself mid-combat. So why would you even want to do this? Was any of that actually worth it? Well, if you build for this, I think it could be really good. When the wearer deals damage with a ranged spell attack, it inflicts 2 reverberation. There's a spell downstairs that when you, an item downstairs from one of the vendors, when you inflict reverberation, the target has a chance to be dazed if they don't pass a save. So that could be pretty good. That could be, you know what? Let's get that for Gale. Let's get that for Gale right now. When a creature with reverberation deals damage to the wearer, the creature needs to make a constitution saving throw or become dazed. So if Gale attacks someone and then they attack him back, they have a chance of being dazed. Good pickup. Now, with all of that done, we are going to pretend as though we are going to help Ketheric by heading into the Gauntlet of Shar in the very next episode. I've learned a lot about the Gauntlet since we went through the last time. In fact, there was an entire fight I missed out on entirely, and I'm not talking about the one I ran away from. So make sure you guys check back. Tomorrow should be a very action-packed episode. Oh! Oh. 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 Astarion begins the fight by casting Bless on Ketheric himself and Lae'zel. Ketheric runs towards the shadow-cursed Harper lying in wait and slaps him in the face, dealing damage. That was not one of my toppling attacks. That was just one of my normal ones. Let's hit again. That is enough to kill him. We advance. Can we topple? We cannot. Slightly out of range. Oh, so very slightly out of range. Ketheric's going to end his turn right there. Astarion's going to move up just a little bit behind him. And let's see how the shadows act. Opening up with 21 damage onto Ketheric. That is pretty scary. I wanted to cast Githyanki Leap, but I guess we've already used it today. So we are going to do a good old-fashioned dash on Lae'zel and get her moving towards combat as well. Recasting Hex can be my bonus action, and we can do that from afar. So let's get that set on one of the shadows, and then that will give me more damage as well. The shadow-cursed Harpers begin to move towards us. If you were wondering, what's the story with these guys? Why are they shadow-cursed? This is what happens if you go into the shadows without a light. Ketheric getting beat up on the side is going to need a lot of help soon, and it looks like that help is on the way. Cutting words to help Lae'zel mitigate some of that damage, but it lands true. Gale, very low on spell slots, moves forward. We do have fire bolts we can always rely on. Are any of these guys actually low on health? No, not really. Let me hit the shadow-cursed Harper. We do 6 damage there. I was hoping for a little bit more. We'll go ahead and end our turn. Ketheric is going to attack the shadow-cursed Harper and end her life. Flurry of blows onto one of the other shadow-cursed Harpers, bringing them down to 6 HP. And then I am going to... I'm just going to end that target, I think. We're going to follow up with another attack. Astarion is going to move forward very, very quickly to try to help his friend. We're just going to do a level 3 healing word onto Ketheric. That's going to heal him for a lot with all those extra bonuses we have. And then for the rest of his turn, a vicious mockery on to the melee combatant there, giving them disadvantage on their next swing, protecting Ketheric even more. The claws do come out, though. That was 33 damage we just took. Lae'zel swinging on the shadowy figure in front of her, connects and kills it. She then advances forward again. Does not have the ability ready to recast Hex, but can swing again as a bonus action, and she's going to swing one more time, finishing off the melee combatant next to us. And because of her pact with, I believe it was the Great Old One, we have feared the shadowy creature next to us. That kill was so devastating that even shadows are afraid of Lae'zel right now. How epic is that, dude? We have another firebolt coming out from Gale on the left shadow that's frightened. It unfortunately does miss. Kalark with another flurry, killing the shadows themselves in front of him as he continues to lay down damage. Well, that's going to make one of our future fights easier. I didn't mean to run into it, but we did. That's going to do it for today's episode, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to rest and hit the road again next time.